You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast, where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnnie.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 312.
Man, 312. I'm Ralph Podovich this week.
Like Popovich.
Yeah.
I know some of these words. New listeners,
You're supposed
please
to be
follow.
fan, bro.
Look, you know, I'm in and out, baby. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated the podcast. X is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. If you want to follow us individually, I am the Mind of Ralph across your social media platforms.
On X, I'm JON 2_ the letter B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Oh, man. Another week. My God, how you feeling, man?
Yeah, man. Feeling good, man. It's spring. Full-blown spring.
No, facts. That's real.
The pollen is, pollen, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's the fair, like that's the trade-off for like good weather, like consistently. You know what I'm saying? It might rain a little bit, but it's like, but that pollen and that dust and that, ragweed, that stuff is like floating around in the air. So, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like we scratching 80 degrees on the consistent days and stuff like that. But I mean, that's all I got, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like the weekend is the weekend. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. What about you, man?
I feel you, man. Look, I swear to God, every week is one thing that just lets me know how old I'm getting, man. Like, my whole Saturday got rearranged yesterday because of the rain. We were supposed to have the opening ceremony for our tennis programming for the summer. So we had to post, we postponed that to May 30th, which is cool. But like, bro, I was up at like 6:45, thinking I'm about to get ready for that. But the rain came, so we making calls, we sending out emails. Then I just decide, hey, I'm just gonna sit in the garage. Like, I opened the garage door, I just sat in the garage, and it was great. It was a peaceful Saturday morning. The rain started coming down. I'm looking at the rain. Friend of mine texted me, said I'm in your hood, because it was a neighborhood garage sale going on. So he was like, I'm in your hood at the garage sale. I was like, well, shit, pull up if you got time, if you feel like it. Bro pulled up. We sat in the garage, talked for like 2 hours. I'm like, this is great. Like,
really old head shit.
I love this. Like, this is amazing. So I know, like, and he left, and so me and the family went and got breakfast. And I'm just like, this is probably like the best Saturday morning I've had in a long time. Like,
free of any like schedule or anything like that.
Just taking it easy, just letting whatever happens, and it's not often that I get to do that in life, just because things are so calculated and scheduled. But just being able to be felt really good, and I was like, hey, I'm definitely becoming seasoned in my life, and like this is great though. But I'm loving it. So my weekend has been great. That's what's up,
man. Nah, I mean, well, if I'm thinking about my weekend, like Friday, I went to the eye doctor. Like, hey, man.
Hey,
I do it. Listen, I like the fact that I got good insurance. Y'all be flexing with the wrong stuff. I go to the eye doctor and I ain't got to drop no money. Man, I'm talking about the allowance is crazy. Like, I'm like, I can get these frames, like these right here,
and I have to pay nothing.
Yeah, let me get them with the frame, with the special bicarbonate lenses and all that shit. Hey, I'm about to be
blue light blockers, all kinds.
Yeah, I'm about to be full. I got transition lenses, bro. I was like, oh man, I didn't want to. Round of applause. Why not? Why not? That's me fighting my aunt. I was like, I didn't want to get the transitions, but it's like the way my allergies are set up, I can't keep running back to contacts when I want to, rock some shades. And if we just going to work, all right, I ain't got to pull out I ain't got to pull out, I got some nice blockers, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got to pull them out for work. You know what I'm saying? Save them for the vacay. You know what I'm talking about?
That's funny. But I hear you though.
Exactly. And then, another thing too. Yesterday, I'll be remiss if I did not talk about this. But friend of the show, Eloquent Perfection, or my cousin, had a book signing.
Hey,
hit the gunshots.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Hey man, shout out to my cousin, man. She's 1 year into her author journey. She's a dope stand-up poet, award-winning stand-up poet. I mean, stand-up, like I said, stand-up poet.
Look, I'm rolling with it.
But she is definitely a spoken word artist for sure. So this is just a book of her poems. If you want to look this up on Amazon, I believe it's Perfect Poetry. So shout out to you, cuz love you. You did your thing yesterday. Yeah, friend of the show, man. Shouted us out. Hey man, stay shouting us out. So I appreciate that.
Love it, yeah. Man.
So man, what we doing now, man? Off the dome.
Off the dome. Let's do it.
I got one for you, bro. We, the tour is coming up. The Raymond and Brown tour is coming up, right?
Yeah.
And that is a great, like, super duper, like, headlining type of tour. Like, you don't get that. That's definitely once in the generational type. If you had your own, like, concert budget and Johnnie wants to do an arena, stadium, like whatever venue you think this should work in, give me your best of both worlds type of situation that you would set up. Ooh. It doesn't have to be stadiums because that's a lot that we asking. But
right.
You know what I'm saying? That might be a lot to ask, but you know what I'm saying? Like, give me two artists that you think could make not an album. I'm just talking about like a tour, just a tour. Not asking for no music from both of them.
Okay, damn, that's a good one. And I'm trying to run through all of the artists that we grew up on in the 2000s because I know.
Now my answer is kind of a cheat code because this is a person that we've already talking about, right? Usher. Okay. I don't think him and Chris should have done the tour because the generational gap is there. Mm-hmm. I would like to see Usher and Justin Timberlake do a tour.
Ooh,
now, you get two different fan bases, but around the same age, right? You definitely have like both of them that have R&B and pop hits to where the audience should be enough, like, intrigued in both artists' catalog. Now, this is where I would kind of mess up everybody with it. I would have like Usher perform a Justin Timberlake song and vice versa to kind of keep it interesting. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's like a versus. It's like an appreciation of each. Now that's a lot to ask from both of them, but I would love to see, Usher perform like Senorita or something like that. I wouldn't mind seeing Justin Timberlake perform Caught Up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can kind of flip it.
Damn. See, I can see
that's just an extra layer. Like,
that's fire.
Yeah, that's just an extra layer to it. But do I think that they could do a stadium tour? Absolutely. Together.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. You know what's funny? The one artist that's coming to mind right now, and maybe you can help me with this, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm thinking Ja Rule. Okay. But I'm trying to think of who would be great to pair with him.
It's right there. You ain't said it yet.
Nelly?
Who else? Who else? Ashanti is the connective tissue between both of them. I know it was too easy. It was a layup. But I know you're trying to find something that was kind of like a little bit of the polar opposite, like just a little bit different, right?
Yeah.
But no, Ja Rule, right. Nelly, and Ashanti on tour. They do shows already together. Like,
yeah, but like a full tour with just them, right? I think would do amazing because you have Ja Rule, who has the hip hop and R&B hits and the crossovers, most with Ashanti. But then you have Nelly, who rapper, who also has those pop hits as well as some of those R&B bangers too. So I think that would be great. Now we ain't talking stadiums, but we could do a nice arena tour.
Yeah,
And
nice
it'd be cool.
amphitheater.
Damn. I don't want to be outside. I don't want to be outside.
Oh, okay. Well, like you said, this your tour. My bad, big
Yeah.
dog. But I was just trying to figure out how we could make this work for both of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to make Nelly go back to the Fox theaters. Like, I don't want him to go back to them.
Oh
Like,
no, we not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
But the arena, they might need one more person on there. That's why I said amphitheater.
Damn, Ludacris. Throw Ludacris in there. The hell? Nope. Oh.
Now I went from best of both worlds to
To a trilogy. I don't know.
I don't know what to call that.
That's funny. All right. So for my off the dome, so one gotta go. 2021, 5 years ago, right? 2021 rap album edition.
Okay.
All right. So first we have J. Cole with Off Season.
Okay.
We have Drake with Certified Lover Boy.
Okay.
And we have Tyler the Creator with Call Me If You Get Lost. Which one of those gotta go? Out of the three. I know I have mine because let's just say in the last 5 years, one of those I have not revisited at all. So I know which one mine is. So I had to ask.
It pains me to say this. But off season.
Oh, word. Oh, that's crazy.
Wow.
Wow.
It's a few songs off Certified Lover Boy that I actually still kind of rock with.
Okay.
It's not to say that this album is bad and this album is good. I do enjoy Off Season probably more as a complete project, but hey, Drake got some shit on Certified Lover Boy. I mean, I'm not gonna hold you, and I won't even go do Tyler like that because that's the one album that I would die on a hill if I gotta argue with somebody about Tyler the Creator about.
I got you.
Hey,
I got you.
You know, hey, Call Me If You Get Lost. That's the one to me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, more hardcore Tyler fans would say otherwise. But Certified Lover Boy gets the edge over Off Season because of the songs that I kind of keep in rotation. Like there's certain songs off of there, like the Champagne Poetry, the Fair Trade, the song with Jay-Z on there. It's songs on there that I kind of keep in rotation, so I can't like necessarily get rid of that.
Got you. And for me, it's the opposite, right? Well, it's the same but the opposite. For me, it's Certified Lover Boy, and I just remember listening to it, and it wasn't anything that wanted to make me really go back, and I have in these 5 years that it's been out, I haven't really gone back. I share your same sentiment with Call Me If You Get Lost. Like that's Gangsta Grit. That's one of the ones. And then Jake, I have the few songs off of the Off Season that I go back to quite often. They stay in rotation, on my playlist and stuff like that. So just Certified Lover Boy, from what I remember, just didn't really do much for me. And that was the lead into the joint he had, the joint album he had with 21 Savage, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And then he got Project Pack feature on there, so it's like it's stuff that and as much as Off Season is a very, very solid album, and those are songs that I still revisit that, like 95 South, all that stuff. It's good stuff on there. But I know how Cole is, and I know how Drake is. Drake made stuff that kind of, not. It's like fly by night that I'm gonna keep listening to type stuff. Where like if I go over to J. Cole, which a lot of the stuff is on my workout mix, so you know what I'm saying. But it just feels like certain songs get a little bit more burn on that Certified Lover Boy. But trust me, I agree with you on the album. It's just a mid pack. That's not. I'm not overhyping this, but it's definitely it's definitely noteworthy songs on that project to me. But that's neither here nor there.
And it's crazy, like those albums coming out 5 years ago, and what has happened in hip hop, actually with all three of them since then, it's been kind of crazy if you think about it. But
hey, well, let's get to it, man. But now, people, that was Off the Dome. If you can come up with your best of both worlds tour, who would it be and why?
Yeah, man. And then One Gotta Go 2021 rap album edition, Off Season, Certified Lover Boy, Call Me If You Get Lost. Let us know.
OS gang, family and kinfolk. We got a few topics here on the OS news docket this week. Few, but we're heavy on content this week, baby. IceMan Cometh. We have been talking about this album in nauseum for the past year for real. Like it's just been teased for a year. It finally released on May the 15th. If you've been living under a rock, there's no way you could not know that this album came out. And then there are two other albums that we'll get to. Drake surprised us with 3 albums in
Right.
one day. But if you're looking for album reviews for May to Honor and Habiba TD or whatever the hell that is,
Got nothing
this
for you
ain't the
today.
platform for you. We're
We
only
ain't got
talking
nothing for you
about
today.
Iceman. I got nothing for them.
Yep.
But Johnny,
Yeah, man.
the album has come out. You seen how social media reacted, but we're not here to react to the reactions.
Yeah.
This is just what we feel about the album. Y'all know if you are a new person here to OS, we usually do album reviews and then we kind of talk about how we feel about the album, highs, lows, and then we do a rating out of 10. So Johnny, what do you
Yeah,
think
man.
about the album? What's your first impression, bro?
Let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that I had the opportunity to listen to this album the whole way through several times. Let me first off say that.
Yeah.
For me, first listen is always vibes. It's always vibes only. You know,
Yeah.
what can I rock with? How do I feel? What the beat sound like?
Yeah.
Getting to listen 2 and 3 the whole way through, I'm actually starting to understand and catch what's being said in a lot of these songs.
Yeah.
And it made me enjoy some of the songs a lot more. So
Okay.
overall, I do think this is a solid project from Drake coming off of the rap beef, somewhat of a hiatus,
Yeah,
putting
yeah.
out actual solo albums. Like, I think this is a really solid project for
Mhm.
Drake. Really
Okay.
solid.
And I would have to say I agree.
Mhm.
As unbiased as I'm trying to stay, I'm trying to stay on topic before I
Yeah.
kind of get to like the nitpicks and the criticisms of what this was. But us as consumers of rap have been wanting Drake to do a rap album, solely rap, for years now, and that's what Iceman technically is.
Hmm.
Is minimal on harmonies, is minimal on like different sounds.
Yep.
It's really just rap. It's Drake's version of that. um I listened to this album a few times, like Johnny said, like he listened to it 2 3 times. I can't put a number on it, but maybe I listened to one full time in succession, then every time I kind of go back and pick pick and choose. um I think it's decent. um and that's kind of where I leave it. It's decent, you
Okay.
know.
Okay.
But I guess the highs of the album. Let's get to it, bro.
Yeah, man.
Um, I would say the intro. What is the name of the intro?
Make them cry.
Make them cry.
Yep.
Solid, fire. Actually, I would actually say fire
I think this was
because
a great way to open the album. Yeah.
this was a great way to open the album. And I'm thinking like, okay, he is going to get into some more mature themes on this album. It kind of fooled me, kind of like how Chris Brown did last week. But I'm sticking to Drake because it started out so great. Like I was like, oh, we're finna cook. Like I
Yeah.
was like, okay, this is what we've been waiting on.
Yeah.
This is what we've been waiting on. I like how he was vulnerable. I like how he talked about, the things that his father was dealing with,
Yep.
how he
Yep.
kind of addressed the beef or, lack thereof or
Yep.
whatever. I just enjoyed that. I just enjoyed what that title, I mean not the title track, but just that initial intro track was. I think the production on here is solid.
Hmm.
Um Solid. But it does lead to a critique, but I don't want to get to critiques yet.
Okay.
Um the feature, like the future feature is weird, like cuz I like it, but I don't like the song. Um and that's kind of like where I leave it because I'm about to
That's what.
start to get I'm about to get the critiquing. You know what I'm saying? Like I like that's my highs.
Yeah.
What about you, bro? What about you?
Listen, and I don't want to jump ahead, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying. Like I'm trying to stick to what's good.
the great thing about this album, is all of the make them songs. So yeah, it's 4 of them. Make Them Cry. Hold on. It's like Make Them Cry, Make Them Pay, Make Them
Yeah.
Remember, and Make Them Know. Those are the
Okay.
four. Those are the four. Like those are my go-to from this album.
Gotcha.
Those are my highs. Everything about those songs, I think, is what we wanted from Drake, basically. Not
Yeah.
only in his career, but what we wanted during the beef. Like that's
Yeah.
what we wanted from Drake. And we got all of that from Drake on this album in those four songs.
And
That is the great thing for me.
another thing too, the length of this album is only an hour and 9 minutes.
Mhm.
That we have never gotten that ever.
Yeah.
If it's an hour, we getting 78 different sounds in an hour to where this does not feel like an album, right?
Yeah.
But like you said, those Make Them tracks and Make Them Cry and all those things, like those are probably, like, now that I kind of look over the track listing, yeah, those are the standout tracks to this
Those are the
album.
ones. Those are the
Those are
ones.
those are the ones. All right,
Yeah.
I withheld my criticism. Some might call it hate, but we got to get to it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
This album is
Do it.
not. It's like I said, it's solid, but to have this type of build up, to have this type of marketing, this type of push, is very, 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 very lackluster. If we're going off of expectation, not what it actually is, expectation. The expectation was to get. I'm trying to find where is the bop, where is this, because this album is actually kind of dark in tone.
Oh yeah,
Because
for sure.
everything he's talking about is like make them remember, make them cry. I have to all my ops, and it's kind of like you're just so depressed and you're so rich, and everybody's against you, Drake. Like, where is the party? Where is the fun? Like, that, like, there's not a single on here.
I'm thinking maybe there's one,
What did I miss? Because it came out already,
and that's not the one. I was
What?
thinking Shebang.
And that's not a good song.
I like the beat. I
And
like
and
the
that
beat of Shebang, but
like I'm trying not to step on anything you might say, but let me just say this: Run to Atlanta is horrible. I like Future's part,
yeah.
but Drake's part and Molly Santana's part, what was that? And if you're trying to rebuttal everything that Kendrick said, because there's a lot of Kendrick rebuttals on here,
absolutely.
Run to Atlanta was supposed to be your moment to kind of make the bop. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't do that. Like, Future delivered on what he did, like, but that beat switch between what you had going and what he had going just fell flat to me. And Molly Santana, no, absolutely not.
You are absolutely correct with that was his opportunity to make the bop. But
Yes.
I think he took that opportunity and tried to do that with Too Hard for the Radio, because that was the West Coast beat, and even that was, that was a fail. That was a fail.
Listen, we'll get to.
I think,
go ahead, bro.
I think Run to Atlanta. So Run to Atlanta is a direct response to verse 3 of Not Like Us. Like,
Absolutely.
just that,
Absolutely.
but I think him actually making the song with Future has more weight than the song itself, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we talk a bigger picture on something, but
yeah, but I mean,
the actual song though,
we
like,
we don't
you know what I mean? Drake Future songs is out there. This ain't.
And this is my biggest problem with this album. Everything in between those Make Them records, mid. Straight is either mid or trash. There's nothing above mid in those songs. Like I said, I like Shebang, I like the beat. I like Dust. I thought Dust was cool. But everything else in between is either mid or skip.
Two Birdies, no. Like, I mean, Two Birdies is decent. Hold on, Two Birdies is decent. Let me take that back. But Too Hard for Radio started off cool. I actually liked the little sped up soul sample. Then it went to a West Coast beat. What? The beat switches on this album.
I feel like every song has a beat switch.
And I was about to say, I was thinking of my bro Johnnie when I was listening to this, because I was like, if the beat switches is bothering me, and I like beat switches, I know it's driving bro crazy because he don't like beat switches.
I don't.
Like, like beat switches is not it. He is still not listening to sicko mode in its totality because of the beat switch.
Man,
so I figured I figured this album would drive bro crazy. But it was just like every song felt like an incomplete thought. And one thing that I noticed with Drake, especially in this latter half, like his post-pandemic music, right? When it comes to throwing shots and subs at people, he's rapping, and then he'll go out of his way to mention somebody or say something to somebody where this wasn't needed. You could have, I promise you could have made 2 songs addressing all the people you wanted to, but you sprinkled like disses throughout the album. Like, is that what we doing? And we know that you suing for defamation of character when
so okay.
I'm trying not to get to those points yet because I got a lot to say about those things. But it's just I hate that he goes out of his way to throw subs at people, and I'm totally of the school of thought that if you throw a shot at me, I'll throw one back. I get it. But the idea that you're always going out of your way to like address somebody when, hey, if you the hit maker, make some hits. Like, I don't really care about you addressing these guys. You can throw that like you could make a song and throw that away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just throw that out there.
It's so I'm 100% with you, right? Where the bops at, where the slaps at. But I think it's one of the Make Them records. I think he addresses that. It was like, this album is strictly for, I guess, rebuttals, but the slaps are coming after the fact, right? The slaps are coming next. But again, I haven't listened to these other 2 albums, so maybe the slaps on there, but I don't know.
I won't.
But maybe they're coming in the not so distant future.
We'll talk about that in a second. But
okay.
And the thing is, I know you're not doing this, but I'm addressing the niggas that are doing this. We not copping, please.
Okay.
Because y'all see,
I got you.
The slaps was coming. Y'all said that. Y'all said, oh my God, IceMan go come and it's go flood. All right, cool. Well, we here now. Where are the slaps?
If the slaps were in between the Make Them records,
we would have
this would have been a classic. This would have been a classic.
I'm telling you, we'd have had different conversations. I can't even pinpoint one single off of here. And you got a Future's feature and you fumbled that? Future. King of the clubs, King YN. He is. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
YN final boss. That's funny.
Man, what?
Is either him or Jim Jones?
It's Future. Future clearly got that lane, bro.
Hold on. Future is no. Jim Jones is Shang Tsung. Future is Shao Kahn.
Hey, let's get to these MK references, bro. Because you already know who the Emperor Outworld is. Let's talk. Let's talk. But I think all in all, right, I just think that the album is okay. And when I'm saying okay, is mid. Yeah. Like, because there's no standout tracks for real. Like, outside of the intro, I think the intro is like immaculate to me. But everything else is kind of like it's hit or miss, right? Like blowing the dust off the record, all right. But if you go say I'm blowing dust off the records, talking about like all the hits that you previously made, which I understand you want to listen to my old stuff, buy my old albums. I get that concept. However, if you're going to say that, this song needs to be a bop. And it's not.
Yeah. So
y'all doing a lot on Al Gore's internet when it comes to this album, and it's not good. I mean, it's like I'm saying it like it's trash because it's not trash.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not what people are making it out to seem. It's very right in it. It's right in the middle of the pack.
My biggest thing is this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna keep going back to these Make Them records because first of all, this is the type of Drake that I've wanted to hear for the past 7 to 8, 9 years, right? This on those 4 particular records, he is really rapping. Like Make Them Cry is the most introspective that I heard Drake in a very long time. I really, really love and appreciate that song.
I'm sorry, I'm going, bro.
So the other 3 songs are him rapping at the highest ability that I've heard him rap in a very, very long time. He could have took those 4 songs, put them out as Scary Hours 4, and then save the bops for the real Iceman.
That's why I let my brother finish his point, because I was just about to say this ain't nothing but Scary Hours.
Like
Scary Hours has like a level of rapping that you really enjoy, but there are no bops on there at all. Like,
no, not at all.
No. Scary Hours is not that. Like, the most bop you probably got from Scary Hours is the joint that he got with Lil Baby. And Wants and Needs is really just a song where they rapping. It's not really a bop.
Right.
You know, if we're getting honest. But all in all, like, I mean, I want to stay here a little bit longer, but it's so many other things we need to talk about when it comes to Drake. So before we get up out of here, we talked about our overall thoughts. We talked about highs. We talked about lows. What is your overall rating out of 10, bro?
I'm back and forth between 3 and 3.5. Like,
out of 10?
Oh, out of 10. My
bad.
Yeah. Sorry. Look, I went straight.
Oh, I know, because
straight to 5, bro.
I changed the format because of what we did last time.
Yeah, that was me. That's me. That's on me. My bad. So I guess the equivalent would be between like 5 and 6. So I really like the 4 tracks I keep referring to. Like, those are really great rapping tracks, and like that, I love it. So because of those 4, I'm gonna go 6. I'm gonna go 6. But everything else is just like, he even had a bar in one of those songs talking about how he turned Kendrick old shit on. It was mid skip. I said, the irony. The irony in you saying that, because like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So no, I'm going 6.
You know, it's ironic. I'm going 6.5, but it's like, you like the album more than I did. I just think in the context of everything, there are some songs that are cool. Like, I get it, but like we said, there's a lot of mid on here.
Yeah.
And if the better tracks or the rapping tracks, which is very odd for Drake to have.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the album is void of what we know Drake to be, the hit maker, right? There are no hits on this album. Run to Atlanta should have been the one. Like, if anything should have went up, it should have been Run to Atlanta.
Yeah.
I don't see, like, I see it getting played, and I know where those spaces it can be played, but that song is just not, it's not what Life is Good was. Remember how they did the Life is Good? It was like Drake started off, and then the beat switched, and then it was Future. That's not this.
Yo.
So that formula did not work on this one. So yeah, that kind of knocked it down a lot for me, because if that song was what it should have been, it would took the album to at least to a 7.
Yeah.
But 6.5 for me. Okay. But that is our Iceman review. But now we got to get to so much other stuff when it comes to the Drake, the Drake spear, right?
Yeah.
I don't know where Johnny wants to go with this. Like, we don't have podcasters get flew out, people getting chains. We don't have, you know what I'm saying, the White House reposting the album cover. We didn't have like, I don't know, like, it's so much. And trust me, I haven't even gotten to all the other sub headlines. But Johnny, where do you want to start? I'm leaving it to you, bro.
Bro, we talk about like whole Vengers and all this. I don't know what Drake's stands are called, but a lot of you motherfuckers are y'all are nasty.
Disgusting.
Y'all are I've never seen this level of what's the term I'm looking for here? Because
glazing.
Oh my God. Like
cuffing, they're cucks. Like, I'm going straight. Like, it's disgusting, and it's like, I'm a fan, but I can very well be critical of a lot. But
same.
let's not do a lot of what we've been doing. And I don't even know what like you said, Johnny, the words that people like, the words that I want to use to describe these people. Mostly guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, it used to be the ladies that we kind of had to say, hey, chill on that dude. Like, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Then the tide changed. Like, it's like, now it's all dudes coming to Drake's defense. Like, y'all grown men.
It's different, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't understand it. I guess maybe they're able to live vicariously through Drake. Maybe Drake has a level of access and can do a level of things that these other people aspire to. I don't know what it is. But it's extremely, like, it's nasty and insane. I do not understand it. I should never in the history of anything be able to look at an Instagram story or a live and somebody is video recording fireworks from a penthouse, saying yeah in front of Drake's face. I should never in my life hear another man screaming at it in another man's face. Never, ever, ever,
And
ever, ever.
and for the people that don't catch the reference, we're talking about Maul from Rory and Maul, formerly of JBP, but they have their own thing going. And Maul was flued out by Drake. There's no way around that one, brother. Like you got flued out to be, a part of this celebration, and you were in the penthouse. And remind you, Maul is older than Drake, so that makes it worse.
That does make it worse.
That makes it worse. Like, listen, we gotta have context in these conversations, and that's what a lot of y'all lack. Context. Context matters. He is a grown man, way older than Drake.
More seasoned, right?
Like,
way more seasoned.
Biggs is your big brother.
Like
Biggs from Rockefeller. Like, you got Rockefeller chains. You got access to Hove. Like, you can call. I'm pretty sure like that's like a call and a half. If you don't, but you don't act like you are like a second generation of rap royalty. Like, you don't act like that. You act like a groupie, and that is quite unfortunate for you.
And the craziest part is like it. I don't see. So you got flued out. Cool. I have no issue with you participating in the rollout, right?
Yeah.
Like he did the streaming joint. I watched some of it. That's where he revealed the 3 albums, the fireworks show at the end. I thought that was dope, right?
Yeah.
But when you watching fireworks, you should be with your lady. Like you should, or if you're not with your lady, you should be off to the side by yourself, not video recording another man in his face screaming, yeah. Like that's crazy to me. You're not Usher. What are you doing? Like that is insane. Do y'all understand the level of insanity that is?
Yeah. OVO fans, I want to have a conversation with you guys. So this current administration, we don't get too political on our podcast, but we do. The Trump administration joined in the social media chatter of the IceMan rollout. Everybody did it, so it's not like just solely on it. But we're talking about the White House. We're not talking about complex. We're not talking about like the Kentucky's men's basketball team. No. These are two different entities, my guy. We're talking about the White House and this current administration, which has been I wouldn't say, I'm trying to use my words good.
Yeah.
They just have been a nuisance. I'll say that. I'll just keep it very low when I use that word. Nuisance to a lot of people, especially a lot of people of color. A lot of people, marginalized communities, all those people, and they use music to kind of insert their stance into certain things. So for them to repost the IceMan cover with a MAGA chain, iced out chain, is crazy. So, but we have lost the standard of the White House. So hey, it's cool over there. But Drake, OVO fans, what's the deal? We okay with that? Y'all okay with him suing UMG? Where's those cease and desist letters sitting to the White House? Because this is my thing. When Beyonce's music got used, when Taylor Swift's music got used, when who are these other people that got music used in the White House and they said that cease and desist? Stop using my shit.
Yep.
That's what they said.
Yep.
So where's Drake with his lawyers now?
Isaac Hayes III, they took him to court, won a lawsuit for using Isaac Hayes music. So
if that's the case, why hasn't he said anything? I don't want to hear the fact that he's Canadian. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit because they American lawyers. They suing UMG. I don't want to hear that. Send that cease and desist over to 1600 Pennsylvania. What the fuck are we talking about?
Facts.
So miss me with all that. And yes, I am very, very bothered by that. Leave rap alone. Y'all don't like rap, remember?
It was nasty.
It was nasty.
It was definitely nasty.
But that's what we own though, right? But if Drake got all these lawyers, he need to use them for that too.
Do you think? Let me see how I want to ask this, because it did happen the day the album dropped. It did happen on Friday. Hey, look, and a lot of brands, a lot of big brands use that cover, right?
Yeah.
But for the White House specifically, do you think maybe only because it was the weekend that he didn't have time to send it, or do you think he just didn't send the cease and desist?
No, he just didn't send it.
Okay.
Drake is too much he like all that stuff. He ain't never spoke political before. so I don't expect it now.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. Those women that I use, those are his pop contemporaries.
Mm-hmm.
They use their lawyers. And they ain't the only people to ever say don't use my likeness and image over there. I'm straight.
Yeah.
So Drake, you use them lawyers any other time. They ain't that busy. They getting paid by the hour, big
Man,
dog.
look.
You can go ahead and send that text over and tell them like, hey, please send that over. But the thing is, their fans don't care. Fans don't care. They don't. I care about those things.
I still can't believe he did. I can't believe whoever runs that account is insane. It's insane.
Now we gotta have the conversation, bro. He did drop 3 albums in one day. We only reviewed one.
Yeah.
We do have Maid of Honor, and we do have I don't want to actually act like I know how to pronounce it because I'm gonna mispronounce it on purpose. Johnny will correct me, but
Habibti.
Okay. Yeah. Habibti and Maid of Honor also dropped alongside IceMan. So people have been using this talking point, and I want to see how does Johnny feel about it. As Drake's using this as a protest to the industry and trying to get out of his UMG contract. Everybody knows contract. Everybody knows, like, everybody's Barry Gordy when it's time to. Like, we all know everything, right?
Right.
All right, cool. So do you think that Drake actually dropping these 3 albums does fulfill a contractual obligation? And do you think that maybe he is withholding the box now that, he has received lackluster, reception for these albums?
Oh,
regardless.
yeah, for sure.
So do you think that was the play?
I'm not 100% sure if that was the play.
Yeah.
But if it is the play, I will say I would say that's rather smart. If that's the case, I ain't gonna say I'm not mad at Drake for doing it because I was really hoping IceMan was gonna be one of the ones.
Yeah.
But I think I understand his standpoint, especially with him going through the court system or the lawsuits with UMG to try to get out of his deal, and clearly that kind of fell on deaf ears. Like he lost those. So
he's on appeal right now.
Yeah. So what other way to get out of said contract than to drop 3 albums at once? And maybe that's what took so long to drop IceMan, because maybe he was working on all 3 at the same time. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if this does fulfill his contractual obligation, honestly, that would lead me to believe that the bops are coming, because why give the bops to UMG?
Yeah. I'm conflicted because we trying to make Drake seem like a musical martyr, and that's what makes me conflicted. He is not Prince. You know what I'm saying? Prince changed his name to that fuck ass symbol, gave some bullshit music that almost damn near tarnished his legacy. And then by the time he got everything right back, as they had to win his fans back. Like, you know what I'm saying? So are we putting Drake in the same conversation as Prince and Michael Jackson? Because these are the conversations we're starting to have now. Because those are 2 musical titans, two of the best artists that we ever had. You know what I'm saying? And they have had to go to war with the music industry. You know what I'm saying?
I think the difference is Prince was verbal. Prince was verbal about the issue that he had with the label. I don't think Drake has been that verbal outside of maybe putting a bar or 2 in a song, right?
Yeah.
Nobody knows the actual legalities of the contract. Nobody knows.
Exactly.
So all of this, even what we're saying right now is all really speculation. Like, because we don't really know. We don't fucking know. But if it is said case, then cool. But if it's not the case, I don't know what the end game is here. I don't know.
But this is my thing, right? Why withhold? Like, I get withholding. Like, no, I don't. I don't get withholding, because you have done all these collab albums where you didn't have to do them, and you consistently put out a lot of mid, regardless of whatever this IceMan was going to be. Yeah. So, what bops are you holding on? Like, are you sitting on? Like, what are you sitting on? Like, pause. Like, what songs are you sitting on that's that monstrous that you just can't release them? Like, that's why I can't rock with this. And then you gave us 3 albums of this. Like, if you sitting on bops, you gave us 43 mid packs. 43, bro. That's why when I woke up on Friday and I rolled over sometimes you check social media first. I seen Drake got 3 albums. I was like, hey, let me tell you something, big dog. I'm only listening to one. And then
Facts.
I don't know if you text me or I text you, bro. But I said, hey, look, Drake dropped 3 albums. I'm only listening to one. We're only reviewing one.
The funny thing is, I caught the end of the stream that he did the night before.
Yeah.
So I seen where he actually said it's 3 albums coming. I seen it.
Yeah.
Even when I saw it, I thought then I'm not listening to these other 2 shits. I'm not. I only care about IceMan.
We only care about IceMan.
That's the one thing that's been teased for the better part of a year.
Facts.
I don't care about none of this other shit. It doesn't concern me.
It really doesn't.
It does not concern me. And then I also said to myself, if Iceman trash, I'm definitely not going to listen to the other 2. For what?
Listen, bro. And we try to ride for Sexy Red as much as we can. Sexy Red was on them other 2 albums. We good.
I'm cool.
I'm cool. I just heard what she did on Chris Brown's album. And that was not enough for me to go.
Why is she on the Chris Brown song?
Right, for me to go over to the Drake albums and be like, you know what? I want to hear what Sexy Red had to rap about. I'm good, brother.
Sexy Red will not be a canon event in hip hop. She will not, and I refuse to let it happen. Goddamn.
Well, it's slowly getting there, bro. They can't just listen, bro. She won't go away, bro. And listen, we ride for. Well, I'll speak for myself. I ride for her because she is a hometown girl. So you just want to see people that's from around the way or adjacent do good and do great.
Yeah.
But say, hey, big dog, spare us, because a lot of the stuff that she's been on kind of lately ain't been,
True. Very true.
But neither here nor there. But let us know what y'all think about just that whole conversation with Drake and the 3 albums and the rollout and Maul, with his pom poms. But let's talk about. Oh, what you got, bro?
Let me ask one more thing. What we did not talk about was the Iceman cover art.
Oh, okay.
What did you think about the cover art with the Michael Jackson glove and all that?
He being funny, just like how Chris Brown was being funny. None of these things have anything to do with anything. Like, if anything, okay, you might get a #1 hit off of one of these albums, and that might make you surpass MJ. But nobody's taking you seriously with that. It's kind of like It's kind of like Bam with his 83 points. They're like, nah, it's Kobe 81. Nobody's gonna give it.
It's not
nobody. How people was mad about that. People was legitimately pissed that Kobe's 81 got passed up. That's why we ain't go. Listen. You see how people giving up for this mediocre Michael Jackson film? You think they finna give 2 fucks about Drake?
You're right. Oh man, listen.
Michael doing $700 million at the box office in like a month. Niggas do not give a fuck about Drake. Niggas do not care.
Okay. I see what Drake tried to do, but what did
he try to do?
He's really trying to compare himself to the greatest entertainer of all time, and that's not something that. This is not the first time that he's tried to do that. It's not the first time. He even had Michael Jackson on the Scorpion album, which I was actually really upset about because that song was trash. Why would you go use some unreleased Michael Jackson vocals that he clearly did not even want out, put that shit on your album? Shit was trash. Fuck it. Anyway, now to address this glove, he need to go back and the AI image of Drake being Ice, that needs to be reverted back to this. That needs to be the album, because how dare you desecrate one of the greatest pieces of memorabilia in all of American and global history. I don't care that you purchased it. I don't care where you got it from. The person that sold it to you let me not say that. The person that sold it to you needs to be under the jail. I don't like this shit.
That's a real glove?
That's the shit. That's it. That's the glove. That's what I'm saying.
All right, bro.
I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it.
All right, bro. Yeah, that just pissed me off. All right, man. Well, obviously that's a crazy transition to go talk about Kendrick, but we got to talk about this because it happened at the top of the week and missed the IceMan rollout.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar's most recent album, GNX or Grand National, however you want to say that, was removed from DSPs for a few hours. And the only reason we knew about it is Complex. And it's like, why is Complex reporting on this? Like, how does people at Complex know this? Did somebody randomly say this and tag Complex, and then the album just not there, and then not to mention, Not Like Us and Luther were removed from YouTube. So you have 2 videos and then an entire album disappearing from DSPs and YouTube. So I guess the question is, do you think it had anything to do with what Drake has going? I don't. I am so perplexed by this whole thing, Johnny. What's up, bro?
So okay, first of all, I immediately thought if if Kendrick puts out a deluxe to GNX on the day IceMan drop, that I think that would have been fire. That would have been super fire.
Yeah.
But I think this was all just like, I do think this is probably just like a big old mix-up. I don't know the process to put music on the DSPs like that, but somebody credit card probably expired. Like, it's just some random shit. Like,
not the credit card expired.
But I'm saying, you hook your card up to whatever it is, the RSS feeds and all that shit that go out. And
so you saying PG Lane ain't pay their bills?
Hey, somebody shit. They probably got the upgraded black card. Didn't put in the new information. Didn't put in the expiration date and all that shit. And then that shit was just off for a day because it was right back on there like within a few hours, I think.
Yeah. And what's weird about this? I mean, it's the timing of all of it. It's like it's IceMan week. Punch had just did an interview with JBP, right, or he's been doing a media run. I'll say that. So it's just, that's too ironic. And then now tinfoil hat, including myself, tinfoil hat Twitter and and TikTok, we start getting into this like, hey, we gotta figure out what's going on. What's Kendrick doing? Like, hey, is he really gonna try and step? Like, it's one thing to step on a diss song, but step on a whole album rollout. I'm glad Kendrick didn't waste his music with this. If that's the case, let Drake have his whole week, bro. Like, let him have that, bro. It's just funny how people have been doing this comparison between the both for the past few days. It's not about Kendrick, it's about Drake. Yeah. And I've kept it about Drake. I wanted Drake to have a great weekend musically, right? Mm-hmm. The weather was perfect here for a great Drake bop to come out your car vehicle. Like, what I mean, your vehicle. It just didn't happen. Yeah. And it's kind of disheartening. You know what I'm saying? That the Stan Wars have gotten to a point where we can't even enjoy music no more. Now, all the people that saying stay on that side and all that stuff, don't switch up now. Well, now y'all changing y'all tune to, well, he's just trying to get out his contract, and that's what you do when you're a boss. Like the goalpost moving. It's like every time. I never really left. Like, it's just the music hasn't been there since the beef.
I don't understand. Oh, go ahead.
One thing we did not discuss.
What happened?
Kendrick was in this, and we didn't talk about J. Cole. How did he and J. Cole miss each other? Like, I'm talking about Drake.
Wait, what you mean?
Like, remember Drake was dissing J. Cole on the album.
Oh, well, so
we did not talk about that.
Right. So now you tell me if it happened more than once, because the one time I remember Drake was saying, I still love you, but I know you still love me and I still love you because of the history, but you never called me back. So, what's done is done, basically.
He said something to the effect of something about, I'm not that, but I ain't like these engaged rappers or something like that. That's one. And
I won't back out like the married rapper. Yep, I remember that.
And then 2, he said, fuck a big 3. It was too many chefs in the kitchen anyway, or something like that. Yep. So those are shots. You did a song with a nigga that curated a whole album of dissing you. He ain't. If he really your brother, he'll take Like That off of his streaming, but he ain't. Like That is still up there, and it's still gonna stay there. You probably go to Future's music right now, and that is probably the best. That is his highest song. I guarantee it.
On Apple Music, it got the little store by. Apple Music put the store by the most streamed songs from an album. That's
it. So how do you not forgive Cole, but you can forgive Future?
Okay, I might have an answer. Now, you
Mhm.
tell me if I'm bullshitting, right?
Mhm.
Now, I don't know what Drake and Future did behind the scenes. Maybe they
Yeah.
actually had conversations and talked. I don't know. But with J. Cole specifically, they did first person shooter.
Yeah.
Then like that came out, and I think Cole and Drake were having conversations, but then Cole talked to Kendrick, and that's when he backed out of the beef, and then never talked to Drake again. And I think that's Drake's issue. It's like,
Okay.
we was together, we was doing our thing. You talked to Kendrick, and then you backed out, and then never talked to me again. Like, where's the communication between you and I? Like, you could talk to him,
Okay.
but we still cool too, but we never talk. You never called me back. So what's the problem? And I think
Okay.
that's Drake's issue.
Okay. You know what? I'm not that biased to where I can't let that point ride. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Mhm.
That's actually a valid thing. It's like you took. Oh my God, I'm saying you taking sides. Jesus Christ. But a side was taken, and you never really got a chance to hear my side of the story, if there was a side of the story to be heard. And if we're humanizing this whole thing, I do give Drake a little bit more credit on that front,
Mhm.
if that's the case. Okay. All right.
And I'll say this: J. Cole still could have, backed out, took 7 minute drill off.
Yeah.
But I think something as simple as a phone call to Drake after all of that happened, both of them can talk, hash out whatever they need to hash out, and I think J. Cole goes away scathe free.
Yeah, I think we gave J. Cole too much credit, because I'm giving him the credit of being more stand up than that.
Mhm.
I feel like if you had this issue, not with Drake, but just you jumped out there and you dissed Kendrick first.
True.
You dissed him before Push Ups and all that stuff came out, and then you retracted your diss and said, hey, you can fire back at me, whatever, blah blah blah. But my thing is, was it shame that not let you call Drake back? You know what I'm saying, or reach back out to Drake?
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't know. And it's
Maybe,
like
maybe, but I don't know.
because it's like you didn't want Drake to like, oh man, this bitch ass nigga, he ain't ready for nothing. Like you backed out. Like, I mean,
Which
which
Drake
is
just pretty
possible.
much did anyway. He just did it
Yeah, pretty
anyway. He
much.
just made
You
it
might as
anyway.
well.
So I
And
don't
then
know.
this the thing, and what's so crazy? Cole can't throw his hat in the ring no more. He can't now. You can't. You backed out against Kendrick. You can't jump out here and diss Drake. You just gotta take that one too, big dog. Like, that's crazy.
He would. Well, I don't know. I was gonna say Cole would probably have a better time against Drake versus Kendrick, but I don't know.
That light skinned beef been brewing for a while. I'm surprised they did first person shooter together.
Oh well, see, there you go.
I'm just in the strength of, like, I was like, hey man, I always been on like the side of J. Cole. I'm like, man, y'all like that singer dude too much, man. This the real one right here, and he proved to be a goofy too. I'm like, oh god damn it, like,
Oh man,
everybody's goofy.
we're all human. We're all
Yeah,
human here.
pretty much. But let us know what y'all think about the entire conversation. But before we get up out of here, this is our blur segment. We got to get to a movie review. It came out 2 weeks ago at this point.
Yep.
We talk so much trash about it. We got to bring it to the platform. You see, I'm repping for the squad, repping. But Mortal Kombat 2, MK2 came out. We gonna do it the same way we did with this album, the same way we did the IceMan review, where we think about the movie, highs, lows, and an overall rating out of 10. So Johnny,
Yeah, man.
Mortal Kombat, Johnny seen it. I think opening weekend. I seen it this past week. Johnny, what is your thoughts on the movie, bro?
Hey man, Mortal Kombat 2 was really enjoyable. I loved it. Much better than the first one. I love the story. I love the characters. I love the fact that the main character from the first one was a side character in the second one. I love that, because who is this? Smack, who is this?
Yeah,
like I love it. I enjoyed it, man. It was a great summer cheesy popcorn movie. I loved it.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for that segue, because this is exactly what that is.
Yep.
Cheesy popcorn film.
Facts.
I didn't have to think. It was a lot of, we'll get to the highs and lows and all that, but it was a lot of like kind of explaining what's going on again. Like, I appreciate the story, even though it's as cliche as it was. And I'll leave it at that. But if you're going off of just an enjoyable watch, better than the first one.
Facts.
Easily too.
Facts.
Like easily. But highs of the film, bro. What are your highs, bro?
Listen, man, the fight scenes. I think all of the fight scenes were great.
Yeah.
I love the cheesiness of Johnny Cage. Like that shit
Yeah.
was great. I'm not gonna lie
Yeah.
to you, bro. I think it was comedic in places where it need to be, like
Yeah.
when Johnny Cage was fighting Baraka and like all the Targaryens. Like
Yeah.
it was so like you wouldn't expect that I guess those sequence of scenes to be that comedic and that cheesy, but it worked.
Yeah.
It worked, right? The one thing that I loved the most were the nods to the actual video games, like the fighting stages, the arenas where they
Yeah.
actually fought.
Yeah.
Like that was fire. Like I was catching the background, like when Liu Kang fought Kung Lao,
Yeah.
in that blue backdrop. Like that
Yeah.
was one of the great fighting
Stages.
stages. Yeah, when Cole fought Shao Kahn, that was the stage from Mortal Kombat 2 with all the green acid in the background. Like fire. I love the stages. Thought Johnny Cage was great. I thought Liu Kang was great. I do kind of like the fact Raiden wasn't in it as much. Like he couldn't do much because he was like in comatose half the time. Like that was cool. I just really enjoyed this film overall, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Using a OG legacy character, chef's fucking kiss, bro.
Yeah, man.
Because last movie, like they kind of sold it as a Scorpion film, and then we get the, who was this dude? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Cole Young or whatever his name is.
Yep.
But I enjoy Johnny Cage, bro. Like that's my boy Bones from Star Trek. So I love him as an actor. Like his comedic timing is crazy. Kano coming back, like Kano being an anti-hero or whatever.
Not expecting that.
I was not expecting that. Some people didn't like it, but we'll get to nitpicks and stuff like that in just a second. Like the fight sequences, I think were pretty good. The story itself was cool. Like it kind of gave you something to root for. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't really remember the plot of MK1 outside of Scorpion needing revenge, right? But I don't remember Cole being the main character and what he needed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that makes sense. They made sure they make sure they bring out everybody. They was like, hey, Scorpion dead, but we gonna find a way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we gonna bring Noob Saibot in this bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? like they was gonna make sure they found a way to put certain people in there. I was like, oh my god. I just enjoyed this film. Like it felt good to go in there and just watch this and not really have the bar was in hell already. But but it exceeded expectations. I really enjoyed watching this film, and I'm not sure where does the disconnect come from. Like I'm not a fan of like the later games after 3, so a lot of stuff may go over my head with like certain things that they have tried to implement from the game after Mortal Kombat 3 into the actual movie. But Johnny, what are your actual like lows or nitpicks that you may have?
Now, as many characters as there were in there, I felt like everyone had not necessarily a deep backstory, but we knew their connection to other characters within the movie. Yeah. Except for one, Quan Chi.
Okay.
Quan Chi, he's the one that was trying to get the amulet, trying to get the amulet for Shao Kahn.
You like a Harry Potter sorcerer or something, right?
Yeah, we'll go with that. But he's from some of the later games.
Yeah.
But he's the only one that didn't have any type of backstory. Like, where the hell did he come from? Like, we don't know what realm he came from or what. He's just here. Quan Chi is here. Go get this for me. That's what Shao Kahn said. And it's just like, where the fuck you come from? But everybody else had some sort of backstory. Trying to think. That's really the only actual nitpick I might have. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's nothing else I really like majorly disliked about the movie.
I don't majorly dislike anything, so maybe anything I will name at this point is a nitpick, right? Because we already acknowledge this is cheesy. So like when you start watching movies and like certain tropes, it's like, all right, Katana's dad, like Katana got her daddy killed by Shao Kahn, so she gonna be the one that kills him. I bet. Yeah. Like we had Liu Kang who was sidelined again. I was like, oh my god, It was Johnny
I'm actually
Cage.
not mad at that. I'm not mad at that actually.
Hey man, I want Luke Kane to be the baddest bitch, man. Him and Shane Song need to fight each other every time I see it. Listen, y'all set the standard in '95, so I'm always gonna say that it should be them two fighting each other. But you know what I'm saying? Shao Kahn got too much burn in here. Like, why is he fighting so much? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
Like I
but
was
you know
like,
he
Shao
shit.
Kahn's supposed to save. Like he out here getting faded up by a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I'm glad you said that. That is my nitpick.
mhm.
Shao Kahn should have died like 4 times in that film, but he was immortal. Cole Young beat the
that thing,
brakes
though.
off of him. Beat the brakes off of him. He should have
I
died
already knew.
then.
And this the thing. Like when we watch cheesy movies, you know what's about to happen. I was like, acid pit. Yeah,
You know what's
it was
gonna happen.
nice knowing you, Cole. Like it was nice knowing you. We just didn't know how it was gonna happen.
Man.
Mallet to the head. Nah, well, like got
Well.
up out of here. Right. But now Shao Kahn's like cheater. Like he's a cheater. Like,
Man,
but and
Just
another
his
thing
ass
too, I
beat.
guess maybe this is like it's always been kind of an element in Mortal Kombat, but I don't know if I liked it where they just bring it back zombie niggas, like you know, like show. I mean, what's Liu Kang man? Kung
Oh,
Lao.
Kung Lao. Yeah.
Yeah, him being a. I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like I don't like that. I don't like that. But you know, you do have a sorcerer that snatch souls, so it's not out of the realm of possibility that we can
Right.
just bring people back from the dead. But it's just like we bringing them back, but it's like they don't know who they are for real, but they got their full fighting like abilities too. It's like, hey, bro, all right,
They just ain't got their soul. They just ain't got their soul. That's
yeah,
all.
so like, and they call them whatever. I forgot what they called them. Um, I mean, maybe you can. This is definitely a nitpick, right?
Mhm.
I think when Johnny Cage was fighting Baraka and they did like the twirl, like the moves and stuff like that, I was like, hey,
Mad cheesy.
man.
Mad
I was
cheesy.
like, come on, bro. Like you said, cheesy.
Yep.
I laughed in the moment that I thought about it. I was like, hold on now. I ain't supposed to do this. Like, this is a serious moment.
We're
Like,
right.
and then I seen it coming because like I'm like, hey, Johnny Cage talking too much shit. And I was like, Baraka gonna be like, hey, I need you, big dog. Like I'm trying to fight you because you talking way
You
too
talking
spicy.
about shit.
Yeah, right. And Luke Cage was like, all right,
You got it.
you got it.
They was
But
just ready to let him die. That's
man, what? And then I think Sonya Blade finally Sindel. I'm like, Sindel was supposed to win that fight, bro.
easy too. She was supposed to win that easy. No way Sonya Blade.
The minute she yelled on it, it was supposed to be up.
Nope.
Oh, she got it. Like Sonya Blade got the weak ass Shang-Chi rings, man. That shit don't work. You got a dead sorcerer bitch over here, man. She yelling banshee screams, and you found a way to get around it.
And then how the hell is you missing these spikes that's coming out the ground every time? That should have got both of them at least twice.
Man,
like
what?
how the hell is you avoiding these? It's no way. It's no way.
Then the way that Liu Kang died, I ain't like that either. He's
Liu
like
Kang
he gave.
died?
Yeah, remember he gave up. He left. Like he's like he gave up the ghost or something. He became fire or something. He was like, you know what? I have to go save my descendant, my ancestor Kung Lao, and he just left. I was like, what? I was like, what? No, like, what do you mean? Like,
What?
like, I was trying to make it make sense, bro. But it was like I said, the movie's cheesy. Like it's like everything I'm just saying is nitpick. But this is what we kind of wanted in a film, right? Like I don't want to have to think. And then the people that are fans of the game, the later games, have been very, very critical of this film. So I can kind of get where they're coming from with it. But as an OG 90s baby, and you know, the last time I probably played Mortal Kombat, it was on PlayStation 1.
Oh yeah.
You know, this was A-okay for me, baby. Like
let me tell you what I hope doesn't happen, right?
What's that?
Because in the more recent games, let's just say Mortal Kombat 10. No, we got to go back to Armageddon. It's like Mortal Kombat Armageddon, Deception, Mortal Kombat 10, 11, and then now Mortal Kombat 1, which is the most recent one.
Mm-hmm.
They introduced the theme of alternate timelines and universes, right?
Okay.
Where there's this huge battle between all of the fighters from all of the versions of the different universes. Liu Kang becomes the fire god. He takes over Raiden's powers and he reshapes reality to where there's one timeline and it's supposed to be peaceful.
Oh.
I really hope the next one or two Mortal Kombat movies do not adopt this this
Okay.
plot.
Well, let me ask you this, right? Because we're still talking about the film at this point.
Yeah.
But we seen how they set up a possible trilogy, right? Because Raiden, Raiden full, but he's back. He got his powers back. He said, "Hey, we're going to get our friends now," and we know Kung Lao is dead. We know Liu Kang is dead. We know Cole Young is dead. Jax got killed.
Yep.
Yeah, Jax got killed nasty too. But he was like, "We're going to get our friends now," and then we know Scorpion. We know where Scorpion is. Scorpion chilling though. He don't want to go nowhere. He like it down there.
Right.
He's like, leave me alone. Like, he made his own little paradise. Y'all went down there messing with him. And then now Kano on the squad too, which is something else because he was dead in the first film. But hey, neither here nor there. But I mean, do you think that's something that they? Well, I mean, obviously no. But do you think what they would explore in 3? Because I don't see how you can do a third film, to be honest.
Well, so I don't know if you caught the references to a villain called, his name is Shinnok.
Oh, the amulet person.
Yes.
Okay.
He could potentially be the villain of a third one. Now, I don't think he's from Outworld. I think he's from one of the other realms, but maybe he can be introduced. And now he wants to pretty much kind of do the same thing that Shao Kahn was trying to do. But not just Outworld and Earth realm, but all the realms, try to get all the realms together. So maybe that's how a third one could be done.
See, and that's why you're my brother. Because listen, I've only known. Listen, like I said, I ain't touched a PlayStation controller in a very long time, and all I know is MK3. Last time I learned, Shao Kahn was the one. Now we got somebody bigger than him. All right, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And he needed the power of that guy to become
immortal. Otherwise, his ass would have died several times.
So don't make this like some Fast and Furious stuff where The Rock is now on the team after we fought him last time. Now they gonna resurrect Shao Kahn. He gonna be the one that gotta beat Big Dude. I'm like, all right, bro. Like, now y'all doing too much, and I could tell that's a lane that they would possibly explore. Let's put a pin in this because that could very much happen.
They did it once. The Bihan version of Sub-Zero from the first one, he was Noob Saibot in this one, so they've done it. So I can see them doing something similar in the third one, and maybe with multiple characters. Shit, who knows?
Yeah, listen, but we talked about Bring Back Cheesy a few episodes ago, so. Yeah. I hope that plays into our rating. So now it's time to rate, bro. Out of 10, where are you going with this?
Hey, man, look. This is some good cheesy fun, bro. This is a solid 8 for me. Like, this was great. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is a movie I feel like I can go back and watch multiple times just because of how good it is. Like, it's a solid 8 for me.
Yeah. I'm close. I mean, I'm nearby, but I still share the same sentiment. But I'm giving it a 7.
Okay,
7 out of 10 for me. Like, I can rewatch this immediately. I went to the movies and I was so entertained watching this. It felt good to kind of suspend, like we have our nitpicks, but I could suspend my thoughts on it. Like, we watch so much thought-provoking stuff and we expect everything to be perfect. This film was just cool, and that's all it needed to be. Cool. And it felt good knowing that, a beloved franchise like this has a decent, I think it's decent. Some people said it's trash or they don't think this is worthy of being an entry into the Mortal Kombat catalog. I think it's decent. I think it's better than the first one. I think nostalgia holds us to 95 being the best. But it's better than Annihilation and maybe any other thing that they probably made. So, I enjoyed what Mortal Kombat 2 was.
Same.
So a strong 7.
So I gotta ask you this, and we can wrap it up after this, right?
Yeah.
Street Fighter comes out in October of this year.
Glad you asked.
Does Mortal Kombat 2 make you want to see Street Fighter any more than you did before?
It does. Well, there was an extended trailer, something that I don't think I've seen on YouTube at the beginning of Mortal Kombat for Street Fighter. And oh boy, or maybe if I did see it on a YouTube stream, it hits better on the silver screen.
Got you.
And my brother in Christ, there was so many. Like, I'm trying to stick to Street Fighter, but every trailer I saw, I want to see all of them. The Resident Evil joint, like, bro, they was cooking. The Odyssey looked great. Like, all these joints.
The Odyssey shit gonna be fire, bro.
It's so many joints on there that was cooking, bro.
Yeah.
But I need to, but yeah, that the Street Fighter definitely got a opening weekend nod out of me somewhere. Like, if I can go see it on a quick matinee or maybe a Tuesday evening or something like that, I need to see that in theaters, because if Mortal Kombat was decent, I'm having faith that the Street Fighter adaptation would be a somewhere in a good direction.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at too. Like, I was already leaning more toward Mortal Kombat anyway, just because I thought the trailers were better. Like, but after seeing how great and cheesy it was, and knowing that Street Fighter is gonna be cheesy, I'm like, all right, I'm in.
I'm rolling.
You got me.
Yeah, you got me. You got me.
So yeah, man, I can't wait for that.
Right, man. But hey, people, let us know what y'all think about our Mortal Kombat 2 review. Let us know if you've seen it. Let us know if we think we tripping, the movie's trash, or it's better than what we giving it credit for. But clearly,
yeah, man,
we have reached the end of our docket. Johnny, what you got for him, bro?
Listen, if you are on audio and on YouTube, we appreciate everybody for rocking with us this long.
Yes,
if you're on YouTube, hey, hit the comment section. We gotta know what y'all think about IceMan. Like, hit us up. Let us know. Hit us up in the DM, TikTok, Instagram, wherever. Just hit us up. Hit the comment section. Let us know. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And hit that notification bell. And we will catch y'all next week. Episode 312, man. Anything left for the people?
Man, like we say at the end of every episode, we appreciate you guys. We love you guys for tapping into the things that Johnny and myself like to talk about for this hour and some odd change. When you see the logo, or you see these faces, or you see the link, make sure you share it, because OS is for the streets.
And with that, that's episode 312.
312.
And we out.
Chill.
Peace.